welcome to City Courtyard Garden. It's May, well now the end of May, so let's have a look to see what's happened during this course of the month. Actually I haven't done too much filming because of my workload and time in between, but I have been some interesting things and some memorable disasters. For example, the beans that I planted looked really good, and over a course of an evening they all disappeared. Care of slugs. Okay, now I thought that the slugs will be prevented by the use of sheep's wool. Proved not to be good. So come and join me and we'll have a look to see what happened this month. Well, it's about a week or so since we planted these runner beans, and here they are. If you recall, I planted those from the seeds we saved last year, and they seem to be going very well. I've put them out for a little while out during the course of the day to harden off, but they're coming on really well. So in a day or so's time maybe I should be planting them out, bearing in mind we've got a lot of slugs. I've put some more into these rolls here, these toilet, well, the kitchen rolls actually. So I expect those to be coming up in a day or so's time. And right next to there, here are the carrots coming up. So I'm really pleased about that as well. So given a few days, maybe I'll put those into the garden as well. Well, the plan was that down here I would put some meadow flowers, some wildflowers that would attract the insects, and if we look now, this is what we've achieved. Nothing. This is the blackcurrant blossom, and as you can see, the blackcurrant's a very uninteresting, very uninteresting blossom. Almost goes unnoticed. And now, here is the raspberries, which are looking very good. And over here, the loganberries, which I will trail up there. Oh, it has got some blossom on it, if you look closely. Let's have a look at that. A bit more interesting than the... oh, there you are. A bit more interesting than the blackcurrant. Actually facing the wrong way, but okay, we're going to have a little bit of a crop of blackcurrants. So no, the loganberries this year. And you may remember the little island in the middle of the lawn which had the blueberries on it. Look at this, now well leaved. One of them has some blossom on it. Let's see if we can catch some of that blossom. There we go. There it is. And I hope there's going to be much more than that on here. Looks a bit not very full of doesn't look very full of blossom, but never mind. And to the left of it is the other bush, which I put in alongside it, but doesn't seem to be doing very much at the moment. I think usually what happens is the first year they don't do very well, but we look forward to something more. Incidentally, around the bottom, you can't see it now, but you put some ferrous sulfate during the course of the growing season, once every week or so, just around the bottom, and water it in, and this keeps the soil acid and fertilises a little bit. So hopefully that will go well. Well, of course you'll remember our famous compost bin, and this is what has come out of it. Some lovely soft compost, which we'll now put onto the potatoes. Okay, now what's supposed to be happening with these potatoes is we fill them up with earth, covering the leaves each time, and then they'll grow through again. They will get to a point where they won't grow anymore, so they'll grow over the top, and then all of a sudden the foliage seems to just die away, at which point it's about ready to start picking them. But you can keep them in there as long as you like, it seems, and as long as they don't get too wet and they don't rot away. So you should have a summer's worth of potatoes, new potatoes, for your salad.
All of a sudden the garden is erupting into life. Here are some honeysuckle. The first bracts of the hydrangea is flowering. The self-seeded species gladioli seems to favour the front spores rather than the upper circle. And right next door are the aqualeaches with their blue flowers. And here, of course, is the ground cover area. But what's happening in the vegetable patch, the square foot garden? Let's have a look. Starting from the back, we have the chives. Coming forward, we have some broad beans. And in the foreground, we have leeks. Going on to the next row, we have pak choy, and just the background there, the only two that came through. And in the foreground, some French beans. Moving to the back again, two empty spaces, and we have some garlic growing in the two nearest cells. And in the background there, we have onions, broad beans, and of course the last cell, some garlic again. And here's the chitted potatoes we put in just 2 or 3 weeks ago, now breaking through. Ideally I should cover those up, but I think I'll leave them and see what happens.
Damn pesky slugs. This means war. Thank you for watching City Courtyard Garden. See you next month.